What's going on, guys? Welcome back to In the One Podcast. I'm Siddons.
I'm Lane.
I'm Matt.
I'm Lincoln. And today we are
Discussing
Being.
accountable,
versus
judging.
Being judged. You did it wrong.
same thing.
First, I'd like to shout out our socials. We're not on SoundCloud, but we are on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcast.
We're
Amazon
also
Music.
not on Twitch
Oh my gosh, we're not adding one every episode. Or Mixer.
or
What is
Mixer.
Mixer? Oh, I know Mixer. I actually used to
Ninja
watch.
Switch
Never mind.
down.
That's off subject. But today we're going to shout out Cliff because I saw a clip from him earlier. So shout out Cliff.
Shout out
And
Unnatural Indoors.
Unsubscribe from Natural Outdoors.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Yeah, go Mass Report.
Shout out Charles McCary because I talked to him today. He does the Sports Network, and he started off doing YouTube as well, and now he does like
You talking about the podcast?
yeah. So if he sees this, shout out to Charles McCary
What's up, Charles?
because he's pretty cool. He's like he's a cool dude. But anyway, like we said, legit we said, we're talking about being judged versus being held accountable.
I want to give another shout out.
Oh,
Is somebody we know, one of our viewers who is in the hospital currently, like, I know it's kind of switch up like dark a little bit.
Huh?
I didn't even.
This
know
was
that.
this was like a month ago. He got in a car wreck and he's still in the hospital on the vent. Caden. Shout out to Caden. I just thought of it.
Okay.
We shouted him out one time and I was like, oh. I forgot to mention it.
Oh, I'm growing a beard, so
No shave November.
I got my sideburns. My beard's gonna be nice.
Okay. Walk in. Does anybody have anything?
That Yeah. completely caught me
I
off
do.
guard.
I have like little verses and then like
Well, y'all carry it then.
Okay. So a lot of the time, people use this verse out of context to fit their agenda. if
The
that makes
Bible
sense.
never meant what it was supposed to
Agenda.
mean. The Bible
Sure.
can never mean what it was never meant to mean.
Yes. But we can't just take a verse and use it for our arguments without its full context. So the verse I'm talking about, judge not that you not be judged. People take that and say, you can't judge anybody. Like, if you call me out of my sin, that's judging. You can't do that to me.
A context or a text without a context is a pretext. We got to remember this.
He put
Let
the
me
hood
give-
on, and now he's back.
It's Matthew 7:1. Let me give Matthew 7:1 through 6. This is...
I'm sorry.
Shut your mouth. This
Here's
is,
verse 1.
if I am not wrong, Sermon on the Mount. Jesus' big sermon on
Sermon
the
on the Mount?
Sermon on the Mount. And it's 5 through... It's like 5 through 7. So, Matthew 7:1, judge not that you not be judged, for with the judgment you pronounce you will be judged, and with the measure you use it will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say that to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye when there's the log in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will clearly see to take the speck out of your brother's eye. Do not give dogs what is holy, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, lest they trample them underfoot and turn to attack you. So, the whole thing, if you take that first verse and just say, judge not lest ye be judged, I have a list right now, ignore that. It defeats kind of the purpose of this passage as a whole. The whole purpose of the passage is you can tell others about their sin and help them with it. But first look at yourself and recognize that you're a sinner, just like them, and fix your own problem before you fix theirs. Once you are able to overcome your problems, then you are able to help others. It doesn't say take the speck out of your own eye and leave your brother with the, or don't take the log out of your eye and leave your brother with the speck in his eye. It says take the log out of your eye and then help your brother, because that's what we're called to do. We're called to help each other with our sin, and calling each other out on it isn't a bad thing. It's helping each other at the end of the day. Like I said, I think last episode, or maybe it was when we tried to film this the first time, someone that calls you out in your sin loves you more than the person that does it with you. And so that's a very important thing to remember, that if you and your friend both have the logs in your eyes, and you don't say anything about it to each other, that's not helpful. If you and your friend have a log in your eye, your friend takes the log out of their eye, and then they help you take out yours, that's love and that's helping you. So remember that if you see this verse when people try and a lot of people use this verse to try and like justify their sins, but at the end of the day, it's the whole. You have to take the whole passage. You can't just ever take one verse and just use that for everything. Well, you can, but make sure you're using it in the right context, because this context is very different from what people use it for at the end of the day.
You know that saying that parents love to do, where it's like you're gonna go somewhere, or like with your friend or like sibling.
If your friend jumped off a bridge, would you?
Yeah, if they jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? It's always like a really extreme like. That's all. I don't know. That's a really extreme example, but like when it comes to like justifying your sin, like you said,
Is there even a difference?
If we go out, right, and you see somebody just blatantly kill someone, I mean that's an extreme scenario.
Oh, I can't judge them.
And you're like, oh, I can't judge it, but much less let me justify it. I'm gonna go take out this guy too. So it's like,
so that we can be on like even terms.
Yeah, like, oh, my friend did this, so I can do it too. Or like, oh well, I did this good deed, so let me just do this. It's just ridiculous to me. Like, why would you do one thing good and then want to justify it with a bad? Like, that's just like me playing football, missing a block, but it's like, oh well, since I made a block, right? Let's say I blocked someone. And they're like, oh, well, this next play,
I'm not gonna block.
I'm just gonna let my quarterback or running back just get smoked because I did a good block.
Let me put this in mathematical terms. When you add a negative, it's subtraction.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Justifying sin is like, it's almost like rewarding to us. Does that make sense? We have a reward system, which is what our friend talked about last Sunday. He does, yeah. So it's like the reward system in our brains is like, okay, well, I did this, so I went to church this morning, but later on, I'm going to go, smoke or something. Or, like, any sin, really. Lying. We don't even talk about lying.
Yeah.
Lying's a sin.
It can even be used the other way around. Like, I did this bad thing, let me go to church to fix it.
Yeah, let me go to the study group.
Which I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but if you're using it just to...
If you keep doing it,
like an excuse.
Wrong,
yes.
It is. Yeah.
If you're using it to keep up an image, if you're just going to those things to keep up an image or to make yourself feel better, then that's not the point. The point is you go there and you're like, hey, that was wrong. Let me fix that and turn it around.
It's just take one step back. You're going to take another step forward just so you can take another step back.
I want to put it in this way because you brought up football. Say you're in a game and you are missing block after block after block.
I do that often.
And then you're wondering why, and you didn't go to practice all that last week. Why? I don't know why I'm missing all these blocks.
Solid Friday.
You did not go to practice.
Yeah.
It's your fault. You messed up, and you're blaming other people about it.
Yeah,
you have to be accountable.
That's
for
another
your own
thing.
Reasons.
Blaming someone else.
Of course, right?
That's justifying, like I said earlier, justifying sin because someone else did it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I went to church. Let's go do whatever now. But I'm going to do it with my friend because he does it too. Mm-hmm. Like, I saw this season. That 4-game stretch where we just couldn't get a break. The problem with that was one bad thing, right? Or somebody make a mistake and it's, oh, he did this. Mm-hmm. I don't care that I messed up. Since I messed up and he messed up, hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Justifying sin is such a crazy thing to me. Why would you want the bad, the sinful natures equal out to the good you do? Like, why would you not want to just have the amount of, like, if you're thinking about that scale, right? Is it scales of justice? Is that what it is? Where it's legit? That's not what I'm talking about, but like a scale, right? You put a brick over here, right? You'll just put a feather over here to cancel it out. Like, you'll do, like, that feather's that one minor activity, like, oh, I gave a compliment. Therefore, I'm going to go do this heavy sin that I just want to find pleasure with. you're just balancing stuff that's so much more. It's so much deeper. Like sin's so much deeper than just an action. Like I feel like it like roots in you. You know.
Let me read. I literally read this morning.
Okay.
And I just thought about it, and it's good. It's Psalm 38, and I'm going to read 2 through 8. Or not 2, for 3. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your indignation. There is no health in my bones because of my sin. For my iniquities have gone over my head like a heavy burden. They are too heavy for me. My wounds stink and fester because of my foolishness. I am utterly bowed down and prostrate. All the day I go about mourning. For my sides are filled with burning, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and crushed. I groan because of the tumult of my heart. And to me, that stuck out as just how sin corrupts our body and makes it this, like, it says, my wounds stink and fester because of my foolishness. It says, there's no health in my bones because of my sin. Sin is a lot deeper than just doing something. It ruins your body. Like our friend said, a lot of sin, we get that rush, we get that dopamine, all that stuff. It feels really good. But in the long run, with a developing brain, especially now as a teenager, when you become an adult, it becomes basically an addiction at that point because you can't live without those rushes, those quick rushes.
It's just substitution.
Yeah.
And real quick, you said how it stinks, you know?
My wounds stink. Yeah.
My wounds stink. Guess what? Something stinks. You're not the only one smelling it. If I walk in after practice, no shower, and I just sweated for 3 hours, y'all gonna smell it too.
That's what this always stuck with me. It was a teacher. We were on a trip, and she was talking about how students don't wear deodorant. She was like, if I can smell my deodorant, if I can smell my BO, so can everybody else.
Yeah.
And for some reason that always encouraged me to wear deodorant. Like I don't need
Valid.
encouragement, but it's like I definitely need to apply.
I just really hate smelling bad.
Yeah, me too.
I try not to.
But I just thought of that because of the stinking and smelling. Everyone can smell you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like sinful. You ever talk to someone, and you know they're a good person in our terms. Like there's nothing bad that you can really tell, but like there's just kind of something. You feel like you're missing something, and then you figure out something about them later on, and it's like. There it is. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You can. It's like a sense. So like if your sinful wounds are smelling, people are going to smell it too. Like people will notice. People know who you are because stuff gets around. Word gets around.
Especially if you're showing off your wounds to other people.
Yeah. What's the point in that?
Bragging about them.
Okay, this kind of ties into that. I've been thinking about this. So and it goes hand in hand with accountability, and like I'm gonna say this verse, and then I'm gonna say the words I had for the verse, and I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm just gonna go. It's Romans 2:1. It says, "Therefore thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art thou that judgest, for wherein thou
He's
judgest
King James, by the way.
Another, thou condemnest thyself, for thou that judgest doest the same things."
It's a joke, Sidney. We're sorry.
Stop harassing him.
No.
Judging others harshly while we sin, too, makes us hypocrites.
Boom.
I can say that. Some normal Christian people, that will convict the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Others, they'll say, I'm a hypocrite. So what? No accountability at all. And, he's saying, what did you say? Something about, like, showing out because,
Showing our wounds.
yeah, showing our wounds. Like, they don't care. No. And I've talked to people, I'll be like, so you realize that when you die, you're going to hell. I said, okay. Like, how can you have that sort of mindset and sort of conscience that when you die, you're going to hell and everything's going to be all
Some people
freaking
just
rainbows
can't. Some
again.
people just can't
Like, that literally sounds brainwashed is what it sounds like.
Some people
And
just can't grasp the concept of it.
I just don't like, and I understand like they might not have been like born around it or anything, but
that makes sense.
I believe that God gives you a conscience, no matter if you're saved or not. I believe He gives you a conscience, and He can convict you with that conscience, and that's what I believe. I don't know about y'all, but I believe everybody's gonna
Conviction
have that,
and accountability
that
also hold hands.
You know, the man inside your head. But
Yeah, a lot.
I will say, I've said before that being a Christian is knowing you're a hypocrite, but there's a difference in owning it and accepting it. Because
Like, be able to be like, yeah, I messed up. That ain't who I am, though. If I keep putting things in football terms, but if I get mad because my quarterback made a bad throw, I'm just going to identify him like, oh, yeah, he missed this throw. Now he sucks. If my running back fumbles, I'm like, oh, he fumbled this game. He sucks. If I miss a block, one of my linemen miss a block, it's just ridiculous.
yeah, but then if you just accept it, you're like, yeah, you don't know anything about it.
I can't think of a time our running back has fumbled this year. I know it's random, but I just like. I don't think he's fumbled one time.
Running back.
6.
Yeah, it is. Atkins. I jumped on it.
Oh, that.
I didn't get it.
That's the only one then, is it not?
Oh, he fumbled.
Off topic. Anyways,
Anyways.
does anybody have anything?
All right, keep going.
Yeah.
No, sitting together, some stuff.
I got 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, "For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Who art thou that judgest another's man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth." And of course, it means when he's saying judgest another man's servant, it's not talking about the kind of like good judgment. It's talking about the judgment
Condemning.
that is sin. That is, you are not supposed to judge that person
Oh,
for
yeah.
those kind of reasons. Only God truly knows what's inside a person. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's that simple. But that's all I got.
Well, I think to get more like with the verses or whatever, when you're being judged, when you're being judged, like I said, you're going to see the log in that other person's eye. And you're going to be like, hey, we're both on the same, like, we're both wrong. I don't know how I'm trying to word this. I don't know. I feel like I'm wording it wrong.
No, I think you're
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I think you're
Okay. When you're being judged by someone, it's more that there's like the speck in your eye and a log in theirs. And they're not even trying to take theirs out at all. Being held accountable is looking at the speck in each other's eyes and helping each other take them out. And it's very important because anytime, like in a sermon or in a devotional or anything, and you feel convicted or maybe it feels targeted, that person isn't judging you. They're speaking the word of God. And the word of God, it's not meant to make you feel all sunshine rainbows. I mean, it can bring you lots of joy.
Yeah, like those verses you write on your wrist or shoes
like,
before
like
games.
there-
stupid analogy.
There are really good verses, but at the same time, Jesus didn't come and tell people things that were sunshine rainbows. He told them how things were. He didn't really sugarcoat anything. He came to bring not peace but a sword. If he came here and talked to people like their sin was okay and like the things that they did were just kind of, I'll forgive you. I'm going to forgive you so you can go ahead and do that. If he did that, he wouldn't have been crucified at all.
There wouldn't have been a point in it.
Yeah. They wouldn't have even thought about doing it because he's one of them. If you're a Christian and people are fully accepting of who you are and are not questioning anything, or how am I trying to say this? If you're a Christian and you're being fully accepted and not facing any sort of backlash,
Conviction.
You really a Christian?
yeah, you need to be looking at yourself, and also at the same time, if you're living in your sin and recognizing it and saying, yeah, I need to do better, but not actually trying to do better, it's not gonna, nothing's gonna change. If you're sitting on top of a hill and you go to the bottom, you're like, I really want to go to the bottom, but you don't walk down there, you're gonna stay at the top of the hill.
Unless you jump.
But you do something about it.
Yeah, that is true. Then you just like roll.
But you're doing something about it.
But like,
Is my whole point.
no, yeah, I just got something.
Wayne, do you have anything? I know.
What's your analogy, Siddons?
What?
Well, it was I changed it because it was like really dumb.
If I get into it, I'm gonna start
I can
name
say the
dropping,
dumb
I'm
one
gonna
and
start
then say the
getting
one I thought of
specific.
after.
I say you just say it.
The dumb one.
Yeah.
All right, so imagine you got this kid, right? And he is and he's trying to paint this American flag. And he's got his crayons out, right? And he's got his colors. And he's painting this American flag and he starts using yellow and green. Well, the teacher's going to come up
That's Ukraine.
and look, this teacher
What?
Guys, come on.
Our
This
brain-
teacher's not going to come up and just tear the freaking paper up and say, "No, you're dumb. That's not how you're supposed to. That's not the colors on the flag."
He's laughing.
It's going to be here's red, white, and blue, and this is how you're supposed to color.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's judging the right way and not judging the wrong way instead of picking it. Yes.
Judging
that was
sucks.
that was
Double
a really
down.
dumb analogy I didn't like.
I kinda
Let's-
did.
The good
I did.
analogy I was going to say.
I like that one though. Oh, I was gonna kind of add on to that one just a little bit.
Okay.
It's also to make sure that your character is in a place where you can judge people. Like, I'm not saying that you should, but I'm saying you should reflect on yourself. Like, let's say, well, I'm gonna use the American flag. Your American flag looks like you just did that on your canvas, and
Facts.
there's someone who looks, it's pretty good, but it could be better. And you go and tell them that theirs is bad. Just say, you need to look at yours, realize, hey, maybe yours isn't all that good. Maybe you should work on yours for
I
critiquing
like
others.
that. I think that's
But yeah, you can keep going.
What was your one that you remodeled? Your analogy.
It was about like lifting. Like, say you're going to a gym and you've got this kid who's never lifted. He's obviously never lifted in his life, and he's doing his own thing. And instead of trying to go over there and make fun of him, saying that he doesn't know what he's doing, and then and he's gonna quit. He's gonna quit because of that. Yeah. A lot of people would, because they're getting made fun of, and like, what's the point of this anymore? Or I'm not gonna go that way. But instead of doing that, go up to someone like, "Hey, man, I've been living for a while. Here's some tips that I have that I could give you and help you on how
Not to say that
how
he's
to lift
wrong
right."
for trying to lift,
Right.
but like he's obviously not got the right idea.
Yeah.
With it. And
People
that's
do
the
that
same
all
thing
the
with this.
time. It's not just lifting. I mean, like everything.
Yeah.
People's gonna make fun of you for something.
Oh, 100%.
They're gonna judge you for something,
Also,
whether they have the right to or not.
you ever walked by someone or like a group and they're just like kind of like they'll start laughing or something, or like you can hear them talking. You're like, oh yeah, that's about me. That really sucks,
It does, 'cause you don't know if it's
Straight-
about you or
Because
not.
straight up, being judged sucks. Like if, like that can be anyone. Nobody likes that, and you're not gonna sit there and be like, "That about me?" Like you're not gonna do that. If
you
I'm
talking
walking
about?
down the hallway and they hit one of these,
I have a perfect example from when I started working at my job. So I work at Expo, which is like communicating with the kitchen, making sure
Fancy.
all the food gets out on time, making sure it's all correct.
Was it about the one coworker?
Yeah.
There's multiple coworkers.
No, the Matthew knows the coworker.
Oh no. So I was in the back, making mayonnaise because we have mayonnaise bottles and we get it from the fridge in the back and pour it in.
yes, yeah.
And so I was doing that, and it was like a couple weeks after I started. I wasn't like doing that good. I'm supposed to be like loud and like being clear in what I'm saying and like being assertive in the window.
Dominance.
And I guess I wasn't really because I was new and I was kind of.
Because you're a good human being that doesn't
I don't
want to
yell.
at people.
I don't want to yell at people. And I'm in the back and I'm making them, and I don't hear anything else of the conversation, but I hear one of the cooks talking to somebody. And he's like, "You're the new Expo boy," and I'm like,
What I do?
I didn't, like I said, I didn't do what Lincoln said. And it was like, "Hey, talking about me?"
Yeah, like
I was like, "Oh,
What you
okay."
gonna say, man?
But at the same time, you can take that and be like, "Okay, I need to do better."
unless they're complimenting you.
Yeah.
But like money.
Mean.
But like anyways, basically what I'm saying is like that happens, right? You hear it and you're like, oh, they're saying something. And it's never gonna be like, oh, they're talking about my shoes. Oh, they're talking about my No, it's always I miss
The Expo guy, he's got some fire freaking
yeah,
socks, bro.
yeah. It's like if I walked in school on Monday and I just hear Lincoln blah 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 blah, I'm like, they're talking the block. I missed a block Friday night. Gosh darn it. They went back and looked at the 300 plays.
Right.
I mean, that's what. Oh, my hair's messed up. Like it's immediate. Nobody likes that.
I always think the worst.
Exactly. You don't have to be some smart human being to be like. You hear your name and you're like, yeah, they're talking about what I did this day, or oh, I smell bad or something. No, that sucks. Being judged sucks. But if that person's like, now, first off, some people are just rude. Just don't do that. First off, that's gossip. That's not cool. If you're just gossiping just to make fun of people, that's just rude. But we obviously all do it. Me myself included. But now, if you're just like, oh, this kid doesn't know what he's doing. Like if somebody walked into practice and this dude's lined up at a 5 technique and he's just y'all don't understand that. Never mind. If he's lined up outside and he's trying to go inside or run around, you're like, yeah, this kid ain't got a clue what he's doing. No, you're gonna be like, hey, you're gonna line up right here. You're in a 5. You need to be in a 4-eye, and you're shooting the gap. You know. Sorry. Basically, what I'm saying, if you're gonna judge someone and it's about their performance or what they're doing, there's no reason to not try and help them. Now, if you're just judging to judge, like, oh, Sidney's your shirt's ugly, or Lane, I don't like your haircut. Like, if I just did that, what's that going to do? Like, oh, Matthew, your shoes are a bit too small. Like, what's that going to do?
My size 13.
Besides just make someone mad or start more rumors or whatever. So, first off, don't just sit there and judge people without a reason. And if you do have a reason to judge and you actually try and help them, like I gave in that speech that's not even being posted, he just broke his boot.
Wait, let me see. Michael's gonna get a kick out of this one.
Oh, kick? Because, like, it's the foot?
Okay,
No.
hurry up, because Lane's got to go to the dib bowl.
Anyway,
Like
basically
Michael.
what I'm saying,
Stop with that name.
accountability is
That was the
is a
junior high name. This one's a Super Bowl.
accountability is a 2-person thing. You got to take the steps with them. Look at yourself and then look at someone else. You know, progress is progress, but progress can always be made with no matter who you are.
41.
Anyway, that's all I got. Don't be rude. Just don't be rude. There's no reason to. But
And if you're gonna be rude, tell people about it.
own it. If you're a coward behind your sin and don't want to show it, just own it. Why not?
With all that being said, follow those socials. Lord Jesus Christ be with you. I love you with you all in Christ Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Almonds.
Hey, yo, what
See
is
y'all next
this?
week.
We're not on SoundCloud, Twitch, or Kick. Yo, what is this? Did it blood do it?